All right, here we go. We are live stream. Haven't done one of these in a while. I can now, I think, cut my audio of this live stream here. Let me know if it all sounds good to you guys. And thank you for joining me on this live stream here. We are going to go through a whole bunch of news items. Actually, it's a shorter news item, just to round off the end of this week. We have news from Zengate around their new what do you call it? New advisor. That's the word I'm thinking. New advisor that is joining their team at the moment. We also have a look into Jupiter over on the Solana ecosystem and what Cardano can do to mimic some of those things, or maybe there are plans already in action. Maybe there are. And then we have a look at a couple of the tokens in the ecosystem and see what's going on there. So as you come in, please give me that thumbs up, subscribe, notification bell, all that jazz, everything else with the YouTube channel. And let me know in the live stream comments there where you guys are coming in from. I know this is a Saturday for me here in Australia. It is 10:30 p.m. at night on a Saturday night. What a better way to spend my Saturday night, but with you guys here on the Cardano live stream. So let me know where you all are from. I know most people in Europe. What time is it in Europe? Early afternoon Europe, early morning NYC, and extremely early, 4:30 a.m. in LA. So if you are on the west coast of the US, what on earth are you doing? Hopefully you're building some amazing things in the Cardano ecosystem. Hey, Maximilian, good to have you on the live stream. Donnie, thank you for coming in as well. And thank you for being a channel member as well. That's massive support from you. So thank you so much. I think everything on the live stream is good. My audio is all good as well. So let's get right into this one here. This first news item here is from Zengate. And Daniel put out this post and let's just have a look at it. Someone like Layman, a man who has built several of the largest commodity exchanges in the world, now focused on Palmyra, is beyond exciting. Who on earth is this Layman? I had to look into this one here, and the team from Zengate did reach out to me. Theo reached out to me and said, "Hey Pete, read the article. You'll understand once you read it." So this is the article here, and it is quite big news. So in a significant move to bolster their expertise, Zengate Global has announced their appointment of Layman Rotten as an advisor. Cool. Still don't know who this person is. This is his bio here, but let me go through and the details of the articles. Mr. Rutten, a renowned figure of the commodities world, didn't know that, overseeing the creation of the world's largest commodity exchange. Right. CEO and Managing Director of Multi-Commodities Exchange of India. Okay, absolutely huge market there. Led the company through its successful IPO in 2012. Okay, this is huge. Imagine the experience of this guy, like taking companies through IPOs, building the largest commodity exchanges in the world. Chief of Commodity Risk Management Information of the United Nations. Oh my God. Center for Agriculture and Rural Cooperation, ACP-EU, a CEO of Indonesia Commodities and Derivatives Exchange. This is insane. This is like the top of commodity exchange people that they could have put into Palmyra. This is amazing. So he'll be navigating regulatory landscape, scaling the exchange, structuring critical areas, all integral to Zengate's mission of revolutionizing global commodity trading. This is huge, guys. They couldn't have found a better advisor to jump in and help out with Palmyra. This is a closer look at all of his details. So let me just zoom in on that one so you have a better look-see as well. That is a very impressive bio to be coming in. This is the guy here. Let me scroll over. So he's probably closer to a retirement age, but coming in, having a legacy to leave the commodities world, and help tokenizing and take it to the next level. That's like I think, cream on the top of his career. Well, I think so anyway. Maybe that's why he's in the game here on Zengate, on Palmyra. Amazing stuff. So congratulations to the Zengate team for landing that advisor for Zengate. That's like the best news. Absolutely amazing. Now, if you guys aren't into Zengate, you don't know about Palmyra, this is Palmyra here. Of course, live streams always work like this, don't they? Or don't work like this. This is Palmyra here. This is the marketplace. At the moment, they have a limited range because they're only launched in Sri Lanka. They launched late last year in 2023. They're selling mostly teas at the moment, but they will be expanding over to different commodities. And these are commodities, very fungible commodities. They'll be looking at rubber, as well as another one, and expanding off to various different markets. I've done numerous interviews with the team as well, so please check out those interviews on the show notes. I will add them in, but if you just look for Zengate or Palmyra on the YouTube channel, it will come up and you'll see all this really good stuff about what the team are up to. I don't know if they have any catalyst proposals at the moment, but type in Palmyra, you may find something. I know they got a lot of funding in Fund 10, so they're probably executing those ones first before going into any more funding. But amazing stuff to have that level of advisor on the team, so really good. Okay, I've got to leave a comment here. Huge, the news, not you. Although Daniel is quite a large man, but yeah, you get the point. Now, if you're not in the Palmyra ecosystem, they do have a token for it coming soon. You can find out more here at palm_token on Twitter. So look that up. This is the account here. Make sure you're following the correct ones, guys. Or you can go to palmtoken.net. This is their whole ISPO website. Staking there, you'll be funding the project, funding the development by giving up your ADA rewards. They have two pools, a 50/50 pool and a 100% pool, where you can earn these various tokens. And the really cool thing is they're using Cardano Press to do this. Good on you, guys. They're using Cardano Press to do the rewards calculator and the delegation process as well. So you'll be able to delegate here. I don't think they've enabled. Oh no, they have. They got the delegation there. They're using the other thing. What do you call it? Maestro for the delegation side of things. But to have the rewards calculator here is a nice step. So very cool, guys. Thank you for using Cardano Press and trusting it there. Those that don't know about Cardano Press, this is Cardano Press. The easiest way to build a website using WordPress and Cardano. So install the plugin. You'll get a wallet connector thing like this. You can connect your various wallets. It will integrate in a user account automatically and give you various permissions to the site. You can do NFT gating, stake pool gating, all sorts of really cool things with it. So absolutely love what my team have helped me build there, and love that Zengate are using it too. Awesome, awesome stuff, Zengate. All right, I'm going to try something new here and insert an ad. I don't know if that worked. So while that goes, let me check in the live stream. What do you call it? Comments here. Hey, Dave from Melbourne. Awesome. Good to see you here. Solana, did you know 50% of transactions fail? Yes, I saw Sammy put up that post. Could you imagine all the transactions that people were doing recently on Jupiter, and then like half of them failed? That's just ridiculous. That's not going to work for a lot of people. Hey there from Estonia, another person from Melbourne. What time is it in Melbourne? It's like 11, almost 11:50 midnight, guys. Saturday night. Hey Trim, good to have you here. Dave from Studio Malacca, good to see you here as well. Don from Netherlands, nice. Lots of Europeans and Australians on the show. Good to have you all here. Now, I don't know if that ad insert worked, but I'm going to continue with the show. Let's go on to the next news item here, and this is around Jupiter. Now, if you haven't heard, I don't know where you've been. This was the biggest news over crypto Twitter for the last few days. Jupiter started off as a DEX aggregator. They did a massive airdrop. I don't know how many users this went out to. It was absolutely huge. But everyone's talking about this one at the moment, and you can hear Dave Hoffman. We know how much we love Dave, but Jupiter now trading at 6 billion FDV, making it the top 3 airdrops of all time. That's incredible. How do we get this on Cardano? How do we organize? How can we get a project to organize an airdrop at this level? I think we can. I think it's possible. Maybe someone's already working on it. But, if for those that don't know, have a look at what Jupiter's doing at the moment. So most used trading platform in DeFi, not just on Solana, in DeFi in general. I don't know how accurate those stats are, considering some of the volume and stuff on Solana's a bit questionable, but we'll see. Direct 80% of organic volume, most used program on Solana, top 2 by volume on CoinGecko, most integrated platform on Solana. One of the top perp platforms, 1.4 billion volume last week. That's a huge amount of volume. So you can check out these stats on June Analytics. I'll put links in the show notes down for you guys, so you can have a look a little bit later and dig into it and see how accurate these stats are. But there was a graph put up by Sammy from Pridepool talking about the transactions on Solana and how 50% of them did fail. So thank you for that comment in the chat, Maximilian, a little bit earlier. I do have to remind people some of the weird things that we see on Solana as well. The centralized blockchain. So is this a centralized exchange then? I don't know. The next tab here. So this is where I was getting at. So digital asset news mentioned, do we need sexes now? Really? And we can see here Jupiter Exchange doing this really cool integration with Mercury, which allows you for a USD or fiat on-ramp onto the platform. So you can use credit card directly to do a trade swap on any of those particular assets there. And I believe Jupiter is going cross-chain as well. So it's going to be quite a used platform, and something equivalent in the Cardano ecosystem is definitely needed to drive up the volume, drive up usage, blah, 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 all that stuff. We really need something like it. So this is the volume at the moment, Jupiter. Have a look at these numbers. Incredible, isn't it? So 24-hour volume, last 24 hours, 626.23 million going through their exchange. Down a little bit over the last day, and that would have been because of the airdrop, I assume, and people dumping the token at the moment to exit and take a little bit of profit off the top. That's pretty much normal. That would happen. And where is Cardano on this? There we go. Dex Hunter. We've got a long way to go, guys. We're at 2.56 million there. But, these numbers here, the amount of single day growth, the last 7-day growth, looking good. 1 month growth, a little bit down. But let's see what Dex Hunter can do for us to try and get these numbers up. Now, check out this. So this is from Melon. Let me zoom in on here so you guys can see this a little bit better. Sounds very familiar. This is a post from Weremeow. Weremeow is part of the, I think he's the lead at the Jupiter. But Jupiter started as an aggregator, just like Dex Hunter. And we've evolved far beyond that into a full stack ecosystem play. Full array of spot products, one of the top perp platforms in DeFi. Perps are coming to Dex Hunter as well. Perp trading is quite interesting. So it's like opening up a trade and then letting that go on for a long, indefinite amount of time. So I'm interested in digging into that one, because if you think a token's going to go up long term, great. That perps are really good for that. Solana Gateway, yep, okay. A fledgling LFG launchpad. Don't know what LFG is, but we'll work it out. But anyway, Melon here sounds very familiar. So maybe they're taking learnings from Jupiter here and implementing everything that they have seen over from that ecosystem over to Dex Hunter. And you know what? I think they might be. They're doing it quite well. They're doing cross-chain swaps. They're doing all these things that just seem right. And have a look here. Okay, so that means you've been tracking our swap volume the entire time and categorizing us into tiers for an airdrop on day. I think he means 1 day. You never know. Okay, so he's not saying anything, but maybe we'll see a massive airdrop. I don't know the tokenomics for the Hunt token for Dex Hunter, but who knows? We may see something really good out of the Dex Hunter ecosystem to try and launch pad the Cardano ecosystem to that kind of notoriety that Jupiter had. And that would be absolutely amazing if they do. They're doing everything right. Now here, we also have news that they are looking at integrating AXO and Genius Yield because their order book dexes operate slightly differently. But in the first part of Feb, so we should see that really soon. So I don't know, it's the 3rd of Feb right now, so hopefully we see this in the next couple of weeks, and integrating more potential trades onto Dex Hunter. So when you just go to Dex Hunter, you can get these awesome trades off these order book dexes as well. So absolutely huge, guys. Absolutely love this. Huge. That's going to be my default response for a while. So how is the Dex Hunter going at the moment? How's the token price? Looks like it's stabilizing. Now I have to remind you guys that Dex Hunter do have a buyback program at the moment where 50% of the funds are going to Treasury and buying back the token. So that should put in extra buy pressure on the token itself. So as more people trade, more of the Hunt token is brought back into their ecosystem, back into the Treasury. So we should see the token price maybe stabilize a little bit more. Not sure how it will go. It seems like there's a bit of a sell pressure at the moment. It's on a slightly downward trend, but let's zoom out. Still looks good to me. Love what the Hunt team, Dex Hunter team have been doing, and this Hunt token. I have an open DCA to try and find a good price point to buy in on this token. If you're a Dex Hunter fan, leave a comment in the live stream chat there. How is everything else doing? Now, we do have more DEX aggregators coming. We have ADA Markets coming. I do have to remind people about ADA Markets as well. They're still building. They're still pushing things out. They're up to version 1.6. 1.7 will come out next week. But you can use ADA Markets now and start playing around with it. Zero fees, no token, no privilege. So it's slightly different approach. So no token, no raising funds that way. They're just building. And so if there's no fees, how are they going to monetize this? They do need a way to sustain themselves. So I'll be interested to see what the ADA Markets, what Paul and Paddy do in regards to taking it to the next level and actually raising funds for this. So dig into it, guys. Checking on the live stream here. Yeah, everything works fine. Okay, cool. Jesse from Belgium, nice to have you here. Thanks for the update from Alberta, Canada. What time is it over there? Still early for you. Nice to have you here. Early riser. All right, let's have a look at the Cardano DeFi ecosystem at the moment. The TVL looks like it's stabilizing. It hasn't had this massive continuous upward trend like we had seen in the last previous few months or late last year. We've seen this like nice upward trends all of 2023. But it's kind of like bouncing all up and down everywhere. I suspect this may be because of order book dexes. They're working slightly different. We don't have TVL locked into liquidity pools. We have liquidity locked into trades. So that might account for this up and down movement. I'm not entirely sure. I have to talk to someone a little bit smarter than me to explain that. But the interesting numbers here, we've got Genius Yield bumping up the levels. Now, if you missed my previous news updates, Genius Yield are doing a liquidity program at the moment. I can't remember. It's like a Genius Yield yield boosting I can't remember the name of it. But activity on the DEX gives you extra gens tokens at the moment. So that explains why there's a bit of activity at the moment. You can see the 1 month change here up 74%, 7-day change 47% here. But their TVL did hit 100K, 100,000, sorry. Yeah, 100,000, but it's dropped back down to 93 at the moment. Hopefully we see that boost up again over the next week or so, next couple of weeks while this program's still going on. Fluid Token's doing well as it's doing quite well, but we'll get to that in a second. So let's have a look at the Genius Yield token itself. We had this massive little spike here, but anytime I see these graphs, I always have to check the graphs myself. So I did have a look at it and I zoomed out and when you zoom out, you see the actual token price dropped dramatically since its launch. But you zoom in the last little bit, this is when this campaign has like really started taking off, and more people have started coming into the Genius Yield ecosystem and starting playing around with the deck. So that's probably why we're seeing the recovery of the price at the moment. More people are staking, yes, well, that's one thing, but also participating in the ecosystem. And if you've seen the Gens dashboard, let me just pull this up again. I will have to find this tweet for it though. The Gens dashboard is really, really nice, and this dashboard shows you all the different tokens that you can actually earn. And because you're not just earning the Gens tokens, you're actually earning all these different tokens in their ecosystem. So it makes it a lot more appealing, because you start tapping into all of these different tokens that are part of the DEX, what are trading at the moment. So it's really, really nice. I cannot find the bookmark for it. I had a whole bunch of bookmarks open. Here we go. Gens. I think this is it. Yeah, here we go. Bingo, got the right one. This is what it looks like. If you missed my previous news update, when you stake your Gens tokens in the staking vault, so just staking it, you earn all these tokens that are trading through their platform. So it exposes you to all these different tokens that you may not have had exposure to before. And I think that's really, really cool, because like for myself, I'm not really buying a lot of these tokens like SNEC, AGX. I never got into because the price was too high. I thought, nah, I missed the boat. I'm not going to get those 10x gains on these. I'm never going to purchase this. But by simply staking your Gens tokens, you're earning these extra rewards. So that is just different. It's awesome. And no other platform is doing that at the moment, where you're staking like a Min token, or you're staking ViFi and earning extra. Well, actually ViFi, if you're staking a particular vault, you earn particular tokens. But this is just staking Gens, and you earn everything in the ecosystem. So that is different. That is really cool. Love what Genius Yield team are doing. Always have. And as a disclaimer, just to remind you guys, I am a Genius Yield ambassador. MinSwap. They have done their token burn. If that's just another reminder, they have updated their circulating supply on CoinGecko. It is now down to that 3 billion? No, yeah, 3 billion mark. And I can't remember what the number was before, but the circulating supply is at just over that 1 billion mark. So we're a third of the way in. From my previous updates, the release of these tokens will take about roughly another 8 or 9 years before they all come into the ecosystem. So that was the reason for their burn, to try and get to that end point of all those tokens coming out into the ecosystem quicker. So instead of having, I think it was like, it's a massive amount of tokens. I can't remember what it was before. It's reduced it down to just that 3 billion. So it's nice. We will see an end point closer than 27 years. So good stuff. Good stuff, MinSwap, and good to have all the details updated on CoinGecko. Now, this other project here, this is another project, and I'll just go back to DeFi Llama here, and we're looking at Fluid tokens here. Fluid tokens, this team, highly skilled. I knew they were good developers when I first started working with them. I'm an ambassador for Fluid tokens as well. But when I first started talking to them and learning about what they're building, I thought, wow, okay, how on earth are you guys going to execute this? And to find out they're phenomenal programmers as well, smart contract developers on Cardano, just blew my mind. So this is what the Fluid token is doing at the moment. Since their LBE on MinSwap, their liquidity bootstrapping event, usually on all these token launches, whether it's an IDO, a SEX listing, even LBEs, the MinSwap LBE, the token has dropped since its launch. But this Fluid token one is continuously just moving. This is someone's doing an actual TA against it. After breaking out of the triangle, it is now heading towards 0.8 ADA area. We'll probably hit 1 ADA Fluid token really soon. And we may see that actually happen. Let me just pull up the actual live chart here. On this screenshot here, it was at 0.71. We are now at still at 0.71. So it's still there. Let me just go back to the hourly from the daily chart. Okay, price is stabilizing at the moment. So it is looking okay. It did hit the 0.73 there. But yeah, I'm super bullish on Fluid token. If you haven't taken advantage of their boosted stake, I highly recommend that you do look at boosted stake to get a better understanding. Here we go. Boosted stake is live. Let me just load that up for you. But you can get extra stakes. So if you provide liquidity, you can get a nice boosted amount of rewards for what you put into the platform. The average, the highest amount here that is being provided is at 7.5%. So if you're staking your ADA, you're probably getting about 3.2, 3.4%. But if you're just providing that ADA on the platform, so like a stake pool operator can borrow it, or someone, I don't know. See, the thing here, you can't borrow this to do DeFi trades. You're purely borrowing this over to stake to a different stake pool. So someone might be, so you may be providing the stake to the platform, and I may be borrowing it to put into an ISPO. And that way I earn those Palmyra tokens, those Palm tokens, because, you know, I'm super bullish now suddenly on Palm because of the news of the this guy Lamon joining the team. And now I want to stake a lot more of the tokens onto the Palm pool so I can earn some more of those particular those Palm tokens. So that's the reason why this is quite popular at the moment. So it gives you that flexibility, and then you can use those tokens. You pay for the privilege of using it by that extra amount of percentage return, and that goes back to the liquidity provider. So it's a really simple mechanism. I absolutely love it. I've done videos on it before as well. So if you want to learn more about it and watch the tutorial on how it works, check it out. Links in the show notes. I'll put them down there a little bit later. Or just search the channel. You'll be able to find it. Let me check in on the live chat here. There we go. Ralph from Spain. Good to have you here. Trim. What do you think about the new ERC20 token standard that came out of the... Trim, I'm assuming you're talking about the Fluid token and Mikkel put together. I did cover that one. I think it's absolutely brilliant. I couldn't get it working on their platform. I think I was doing something wrong. But, you know, to have the tech there available for USDC or anyone else that is wanting to create a token now with the ability to freeze, within reason, freeze those particular assets and claw them back, I think is really cool. So it's some of those features that some platforms may need that ability for, and USDC is one of them. If you look at their terms and conditions, they do have the term in their terms there that they can stop and freeze assets or retrieve them if needed. And they have done that in the past quite a few times. So that is really cool now that it's possible in the Cardano ecosystem. When Cardano ADA USD price booms, that TVL going to pump like a rocket. Yeah, I think so. When we actually get a USD even, stablecoin on the Cardano ecosystem, I think that would look really nice on DeFi Llama. I can't wait. So I'm waiting out for USDM at the moment personally. Hopefully a lot of people do have extra liquidity to tap into USDM. I'm pretty sure you have to be a US citizen in one of those states that they've listed to be able to mint it. So I don't know if I can, but I'll find out a little bit more in regards to those minting details coming up once they're prepping for that launch. What's that? All Pro line just before 6 a.m. already working, already at work for half an hour. Oh, good. You're working and watching a live stream? Hopefully you can get away with that. Cons Crypto, cool info. Didn't know that. Been staking gens for a long time. Good that the team update their tokens as rewards. Yes, please. If you are in the gens ecosystem, and you are planning to hold on for a long time, it's probably a good idea to stake those tokens, earn some extra rewards while you're holding on for the long term. Anyway, the next token price. So this is all looking into what's going on in the Cardano DeFi ecosystem at the moment. And the next token here, I think, is World Mobile that I'm looking at. And World Mobile, now, this is one token that I'm really disappointed about. I had much higher hopes for this in the long term, but it just seems to be going all over the place at the moment. We did like this massive dip here. When was this one? Yeah, early in January. It's recovered, which is good. But it's still down a lot further than where I really think it should be. The whole World Mobile ecosystem is just amazing. Like World Mobile as a platform, as a for what they're doing is really, really cool. But to see the token price itself just like where it is right now is just so disappointing. It's at what, 0.31 ADA, and it's just, we have peaks and troughs, but overall it's just down, which is just really a little disappointing. I'm trying to get this graph at the right point where I can actually see it, where it's not going down like crazy, but I just can't get it into the right mark. But yeah, as you can see, it's overall down compared to where it really should be. But maybe one day when these Earth nodes come online and these various operators start playing around with the ecosystem as well, it may change a few things. We may see more sell pressure actually, because they do get rewarded in WMT, and to pay for their servers and whatever, they would have to sell them. Then again, I think you do need WMT to actually lock into being a node operator. So since these nodes aren't open yet, people may still be buying up WMT to be node operators. We'll see how that goes. Trim, collaboration between protocols. I've got this little I've got this icon over half the text, so I cannot see what people are saying. Collaboration between protocols with on-chain commitments would be 100%. Yeah, it would be totally. Be really good to see what I've seen a lot of activity between different protocols at the moment, and like Butane doing the integration with Sunday Swap. That's really cool. Creating a synthetic asset and then selling it directly, or putting a sell order on Sunday Swap straight after. That's amazing. That's why people are creating those synthetics. Like if you're creating a synthetic BTC and you're expecting it to go up in the next like a few days, a couple of weeks, you put the sell order in, put your limit price, and then you just take those profits straight away. It's like a one action to profit. So it's a nice mechanism there. The next project I'm going to look at here, this is probably the last one I'll look at, and this is IAG. Now this, I expect a lot more buy pressure on this. Yeah, it's looking really good. Ever since they started announcing their nodes, their storage operators, so people have been buying up the tokens to become storage providers, and also you need those tokens to actually use their platform as well. Lots of things to use the token for. Lots of reasons why you have to buy IAG to be a part of their ecosystem. So you need the IAG token to become a data provider, storage data provider. You need the IAG token to be get the discounted price on their storage platform. So lots of reasons why you'd want the IAG tokens. Again, I am purchasing a lot of this. I am DCAing into IAG at the moment to see how my trades go on this one, but I simply just need the IAG token to actually use the platform for some of the stuff I'm doing. So yeah, really cool stuff. Absolutely phenomenal platform too. There has been a lot of criticism about IAG being centralized in terms of their IP, closed source, those type of things. But they do have patents, so that this is a completely different approach. And we'll see this in crypto. We'll see a lot of platforms go 100% open source and release every last thing that they have, and the other side going patents, closed source, and hiding a lot of things, just because they're taking a completely different approach. Doesn't mean they'll be locked into patents for the entirety of their existence, but to get an edge competitive edge in some of these markets, they would have to do this just to get through to a certain point. But we may see this change in the future. We don't know. So there are different approaches for running a business, and I am on the side of leaning towards open source. But if platforms need to do this just to get ahead and have a competitive market for themselves, sure, okay, IG, go for it. I absolutely love the project anyway. All right, I think that's all the projects that I wanted to go through. So thank you guys for joining on the live stream and going through all this. The main story was all around Palmyra and their Palm token and how the things are going there. But I just want to give a big, massive shout out to all the channel members at the moment. There are quite a few. I've hit 10 channel members now, so I'm really excited and thankful for that. Latest one here is GavinDawsonCrypto. I was on his channel just the other week. So Gavin, super thanks for becoming a channel member. This is the interview here. We were talking about Cardano tokens being listed on centralized exchanges, what it takes, the costs, the limitations, and all that stuff. So if you want to listen to that, check out that podcast episode. Again, I'll put links to it down below. Now, if you guys also want to support me and become a channel member, absolutely thankful if you do. But, I've got some callous proposals here. So you can just check out these callous proposals. It doesn't take much to vote. One here is around the DeFi courses that I'm trying to build out here. These are 10 top DeFi courses. I'll be collaborating with the community itself. I'm doing governance through our Cardano Press platform here, putting up various proposals, and you can vote for them all on chain in regards to what courses we'll be doing and how we're going to be running them. I'm looking for people to help out with these courses as well. I can't write them all myself, and I certainly can't do the translations. We're going to start with Japanese because there is absolutely, well, from my point of view, there is a very limited amount of Japanese content, and then we're going to work our way through Southeast Asia to open up the markets there to start using Cardano. Maybe we'll also hit Chinese and Hindi as well, because they're massive countries. Lots of people speak those languages, but there's almost next to no content around in those languages. The other proposal I've got here is around the Cardano Press side of things, and this is purely an audit. It is a very small proposal in comparison. We're only asking for 40K here, and most of that does go to the third-party auditing company, Patchstack. They're really prominent in the WordPress ecosystem, and this one here I really like, because everyone that is using Cardano Press at the moment, for example, Palmyra, in their ISBO rewards calculator here, this audit will make their website more secure. We've done everything that we can and that we know of to make their WordPress site as secure as possible, but third-party audit, where we can implement the recommendations and changes into our WordPress plugin, will just ensure every last single other website out there that is already using Cardano Press will be that much more secure. So, I think it's a no-brainer from my point of view to get that one done. And that way, everyone that's using it for now and in the future will be a lot more secure in doing so. All right, that's all I have for you guys this week. Let me check the live stream chat here. Who we got here? Donan. Somehow some of my chat messages are not coming through. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if some aren't coming through. If it's appearing on the screen here in that chat, then it should be coming through there. But if you're chatting somewhere else, I don't know why it's not coming through. Pete, review Web3 game edition. Yeah, I should do that. Go through all the Web3 gaming. I'm really not deep into the NFT scene or the gaming scene, and I really should get into that and get a better understanding where everyone is at the moment. I have played around with Pavia, but I was running around that metaverse all by myself. I can't seem to get into Cornucopias. I've got all these various vehicles, but I don't think they've opened it up to everyone yet, so I can't play the game yet. But I will as soon as I get access and I can actually see and play. Then that's the point where I get into a lot of the gaming. If we're just talking about it and looking at graphics on the screen, doesn't really excite me. I need to play the game. So when the games are actual engaging and I can actually play them, that's when I'll look into it more. Student Malacca, yes, look at rookies. I am so sorry. I did get your email the other day and I will get back to you, but I don't think I'll have time to do any more Catalyst interviews this round. And I do have that previous old interview that is still waiting and pending. So let me know if I can still edit that and publish it, even though it's quite a few months old now. But I think that's it, guys. Let's end it there. It is 11:15 here on my side. I don't know what time it is for you guys, but if you're just waking up and starting your day, especially all those people in the States, thank you for being here. Enjoy your weekends. Enjoy your Saturday. Take care, and I'll see you all next week. Actually, I'll probably do another live stream tomorrow. I'll do a trading one tomorrow when I'm actually doing these trades. Every month, at the beginning or end of every month, I do a lot of DeFi cleanup. I go through all my wallets and start harvesting rewards and then compounding those rewards back into the platform. So I'll do a little update video about that and have a look at my various positions and where they're at. So if you're into the DeFi space and you're playing around with various tokens, probably something you might want to do as well, so you actually know where things are at. I'm going to play around with the Tap Tools wallet profile as well to see how my portfolio is going. So let's have a deeper look into that. All right. Thank you, everyone, for jumping in and joining me on this live stream, and I'll see you in the next one. And where's that music button? Yeah, I'm just going to play the countdown again.